everyone. Welcome back to Arpita Sharma classes. From today we are starting the Hindu newspaper notes and editorial discussion. So this is going to be a very important session for all of you. I know you all must have seen the trailer of PS1, the movie that is coming on Chola Empire, right? जिसमें ऐश्वर्या राय बच्चन भी है. Okay, तो उस मूवी के अंदर ना चोला एम्पायर दिखाया गया. The entire Chola Empire, Raja Chola, that has been projected in the movie. So that's going to be a really important movie because for UPSC also. Why? Because Chola Empire is a part of our ancient Indian history and it's a very strong part of our ancient Indian history. So when we read about Chola Empire, तो हमको यहाँ पर ये समझना जरूरी है why the name of the movie is PS1. Okay, what is the reason behind it? It's a fictional account of Chola Kingdom. Okay, and who were the Cholas? We know that Chola Kingdom expanded throughout Tamil Nadu, Kerala and some parts of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. And that dynasty was established by King Vijayalaya. Okay, he was described as a feudatory of the Pallavas. So here when you study for UPSC, make sure that you are preparing the Chola Empire because ये आपका GS paper 1 and prelims में आएगा ही आएगा. Because the movie is coming 2023 में, you can expect many questions on the Chola Empire. You can expect questions on the Pallava Empire as well. And देखो mains के लिए तो it's very important. Even for prelims you can expect at least 4 questions related to art and culture and history of Chola and Pallava Empire. मतलब साउथ इंडियन किंगडम्स जो है ना उनको आप पढ़ के जाना. एंशिएंट एंड मिडिवल इंडियन हिस्ट्री ऑफ साउथ इंडियन किंगडम्स, आर्ट एंड कल्चर, आर्किटेक्चर ऑफ टेम्पल्स, बृहदेश्वरा टेम्पल फॉर एग्जांपल. ओके, प्लीज स्टडी इट. दिस इज अ वेरी बिग हिंट that I am giving you regarding 2023 and 2024 का एग्जाम. ओके, and even for interview you will have to prepare it because पूरी मूवी ही बन रही है तो इंटरव्यू के लिए भी इस टॉपिक को जरा दिमाग में रखना, ध्यान में रखना. Alright, so today's editorial is going to deal with that only. 25th of October 2022, not 25th, this is 24th because 25th को ना newspaper आया नहीं है. 24th को there was Diwali ना, that is why newspaper didn't come on 25th. So 24th को ना we had this very interesting article editorial in the Hindu newspaper. Now one thing I would like to tell you, when you read editorials, you do not summarize the editorials. No. मतलब एडिटोरियल्स पढ़ के उसको समराइज नहीं करते हैं. ठीक है, देयर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु वेस्ट देयर टाइम एंटायर डे ऑन जस्ट समराइजिंग द एडिटोरियल. जस्ट गो थ्रू द एडिटोरियल, द की इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स दैट यू थिंक विल बी रिक्वायर्ड फॉर योर आंसर राइटिंग इन मेंस, जस्ट take those facts out. For example, इसके अंदर ना they are mentioning how in Chola Empire also the Panchayati Raj system was there, the village administration was there, how they used to conserve water. These few points, just these points you have to take out. Not the entire editorial you have to summarize. Okay, that would waste your time. तो यहाँ पर जब भी आप एडिटोरियल पढ़ो उसमें से कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ही हैं जो आपको निकालने हैं, बाकी पूरा एडिटोरियल समराइज नहीं करना होता. ठीक है, जो आपको लगता है मेंस के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो इन दिस एडिटोरियल द समरी पोर्शन आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ इट. यू डोंट हैव टू मेक एनी समरी. ओके, सो हियर the two piece of news. देखो in this editorial na Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has written this editorial, who is the Union Cabinet Minister of the Jal Shakti Ministry in the government of India. So he started this editorial through the way of two important news articles that he came across. He says that I went through the trailer of the film PS1, where the lead actor Chayan Vikram, he highlights the magnificent deeds of an almost divine king, Raja Chola. तो देखो चोला एम्पायर के जो राजा हुआ करते थे ना, द एंटायर चोला एम्पायर ना, इट सेड दैट इट वाज अ डिवाइनली स्ट्रॉन्ग एम्पायर. ठीक है, उस टाइम का यू नो दे यूज्ड टू द चोला एम्पायर, द किंग्स ऑफ द चोला एम्पायर, दे यूज्ड टू थिंक अहेड ऑफ देयर टाइम. The type of administration they were doing, astute governance model they had, the construction of dams, water conservation, administration of village area, revenue collection, etc. All of that we are using those administrative skills now. Our government is using it. We'll study that also in this paragraph, ki how government is taking some of the administrative skills of Chola Empire in today's time. Okay, so this question can also come in paper 1, how we are making the use of some of the key administrative skills of the Chola Empire in modern governance. That question can also come in paper 2. ओके, एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो कम इन एसए का पेपर, इवन एथिक्स के पेपर में भी ये पॉइंट्स आ सकते हैं. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू स्टडी दिस एडिटोरियल इन दिस लेक्चर टुडे वेरी क्लियरली. So now the author is saying that I came across the promotional video of PS1 where this particular film is based on the novel called Ponniyin Selvan PS का full form है Ponniyin Selvan, which also translates to the son of Kaveri, the son of Kaveri river. So basically in the name only, the name itself is talking about the water. Okay, the son of the Kaveri river. Now here the king's genius is shown in this film. How he masters the sea route, how he constructs the Brihadeshwara temple, right? How he's so humble and so divine. You know, there is one thing that I came across on the internet when I was reading about the Chola Empire. It is said that the kings of Chola Empire, they basically used to consider themselves as the servants of God. They used to say, we are just a vessel, the servant of God. We are doing the will, we are fulfilling the will of God. We are, you know, we are not the karta of anything that we do. It is the God that is performing all these things, all these karmas and, activities through us. This shows the humility of a person. This shows how grounded to his root the person is. मतलब जब कोई इंसान ये बात बोल दे ना, कुछ बड़ा सा बड़ा कर्म, अच्छा सा अच्छा कर्म करने के बाद भी वो ये बोले कि मैं तो सिर्फ उस ईश्वर का, उस क्रिएटर का एक सर्वेंट हूँ, एक सर्वेंट मात्र हूँ, मेरे द्वारा चीजें हो रही है, मैं नहीं कर रहा, तो ये समझ लो उस इंसान से ज्यादा हम्बल और ह्यूमिलिटी वाला इंसान आपको जिंदगी में नहीं मिलेगा. उस इंसान में ईगो नहीं होगा, होगा भी तो इतना कि वो अपनी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट मेंटेन करे. समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? This kind of attitude you should have if you are entering into governance. अगर आप गवर्नेंस में, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में घुस रहे हो ना, आप में ये इस तरीके की क्वालिटी होनी जरूरी है, वरना क्या होगा, लाइफ बहुत मुश्किल लगेगी. When you consider yourself as the servant or the vessel of that one creator, there is someone who has created this universe, right? There is someone who is maintaining this universe. There are new species of plants and animals that are coming up. You are not creating them. Someone else, some other power is creating them. So when you consider yourself as the humble servant of that creator, as a vessel of that creator, you automatically remove your ego and automatically governance will improve in a nation. And that is why Chola Empire is considered as the most divine empire of that time. Then second article that this author came across was nondescript samadhi marked by an oblong Shivlingam in Tamil Nadu. Again, Chola Empire, they were basically the followers of Shiva, Lord Shiva. So here you will see many temples dedicated to Lord Shiva. Okay, now there is a very important character, right, in the Chola Empire, and in this PS1 movie, इस PS1 movie में एक बहुत important character है, and that is Kundavai, which is played by the actress Trisha Krishnan. Kundavai, it is said that she belonged to the Chola Empire at that time, and she basically was the princess in the Chola Empire, and she used to worship the different feminine deities also. So she is also responsible for establishment of many temples related to Lord Vishnu, right? Some of the Jain temples were also basically you can say established at that time. ओके, तो बेसिकली वो उस टाइम पर ना फेमिनिन एनर्जी को काफी पूजा किया करती थी. शी ऑल्सो वर्शिप्ड मेनी ऑफ द फेमिनिन डेटीज एंड एनर्जीज एट दैट टाइम. शी ऑल्सो वर्शिप्ड लॉर्ड शिवा. सो दैट वाज अ डिवाइन, यू कैन से, सराउंडिंग दैट द चोला एम्पायर वाज लिविंग इन. Okay, so basically Raja Chola I, who is known as Raja Dhiraj, Raja Kesari, Arul Mauli, Raja Chola I. These are the titles that have been given to him. So Raja Chola I basically is known as, the one who had conquered the sea routes. So he was not the first Chola king to focus on the water conservation. There was this Karikala Chola, this very famous, you can say king of the Chola Empire, who created the great Anicut of Kalanai, that in Tamil Nadu. Now the question here is, what is the meaning of Anicut? ये Anicut का मतलब क्या होता है? Let us understand. Anicut is a masonry check dam. Okay, please write it down. This is important for prelims. They can ask you. It is a masonry check dam. Masonry means मतलब जो आपके जो प्रॉपर डैम्स होते हैं जिससे वाटर को इम्पाउंड किया जाता है, मेंटेन किया जाता है, इरिगेशन को रेगुलेट किया जाता है, उसे हम एनिकट बोलते हैं. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ डैम इज यूज्ड फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग इरिगेशन टू द क्रॉप्स, प्रोवाइडिंग ड्रिंकिंग वाटर फॉर ह्यूमंस एंड लाइव स्टॉक. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एनिकट. अ डैम बिल्ट इन अ स्ट्रीम फॉर मेंटेनिंग एंड रेगुलेटिंग इरिगेशन. सो राइट इट डाउन. अ डैम which is, write it down, built in a stream for maintaining and regulating, please write it down yourself, regulating irrigation. तो उसको हम बोलते हैं एनिकट. ठीक है. So he was the one. So it is basically the author is trying to explain that how all the kings of the Chola Empire, they focused on water conservation also. They were not just there for ruling and for winning and conquering kingdoms. They were basically holistic kings. They used to think about everything: environment, divine energy, people, administration, revenue, right, punishment, everything. So holistic 360-degree kings थे उस time के. Futuristic kind of kings. That is why the Chola Empire was the most magnificent and illustrious empire in the South India. So it was one of the oldest water regulatory structures and a heritage irrigation structure which is still in use. So here it is proven that Chola Empire basically focused on water conservation and environment also. क्योंकि आज भी काला नाई आप देखोगे वहां पर जो एनीकट बनाया गया है, ठीक है, तमिलनाडु में. The Great Grand Anicut with its multiple channels still ensures that waters of Kaveri reach the fields. Now here Rajaraja Chola, he established an astute governance model. Now this term astute has been highlighted. What do you mean by astute? इसका मतलब समझ लेते हैं, because each word that you come across you can use it in your answer writing also. Astute का मतलब क्या होता है? Having or showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn this to one's advantage. वो एबिलिटी होना कि आप लोगों को समझ सके, लोगों को पढ़ सके और उसको अपने एडवांटेज में यूज कर सके. ओके, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एस्ट्यूट. उसको हम बोलते हैं एस्ट्यूट. व्हाट इज एन एस्ट्यूट पर्सन? Who has the ability to notice and understand things clearly. Astute also means very sharp, very clever. And Rajaraja Chola basically established a very clever governance model. For example, this is very important for your answer writing. Paper 2 के लिए ये बहुत important है. Paper 1 के लिए very important, even for prelims. So please do not take all of these for granted. I have seen students who read these things once, then they forget about it, they don't revise it. Revise daily. मतलब दूसरा दिन आप अपनी पढ़ाई कुछ नया शुरू ही मत करो जब तक आपने एक दिन पहले जो पढ़ा था उसे रिवाइज ना कर लिया हो, चाहे उसमें 1 घंटा लगे 2 घंटा लगे. स्टार्टिंग में इट विल टेक यू आवर्स टू रिवाइज, बट देन एवरी डे द नंबर ऑफ hours for revising will go down because it will be registered in your memory. Okay, so example, historical evidence in the village of Uttararemarur in Tamil Nadu, wherein there have been stone inscriptions which have been found on panchayat system which was prevalent during Chola Empire. Villages were categorized as Kudumbu. So this can be asked in prelims. Kudumbu, what are Kudumbu? In today's time, what you call as ward was known as Kudumbu in Chola Empire. आज के टाइम पे जिसको आप ward बोलते हो ना villages में, उसे हम Kudumbu बोलते थे Chola Empire के टाइम पर. One representative from these Kudumbus was sent to the General Assembly. Today also it happens. One representative from the ward is sent to the General Assembly to keep forward the matters related to the village administration. And the people had the right to recall. तो अगर कोई कैंडिडेट अपनी प्रॉपर्टी इलेक्शन के टाइम पर नहीं डिस्क्लोज करता है तो उस टाइम पर लोगों के पास भी ये राइट था कि वो रिकॉल, अपना राइट टू रिकॉल यूज कर सकते थे. तो व्हाट इज राइट टू रिकॉल? Right to recall is also known as RTR. So this is important for Indian polity. RTR, they are existing laws in some states of India that allow citizens to remove or replace public servants holding the post of sarpanch, मुखिया, corporator and mayor in the government. वो लोग जिनका गवर्नमेंट में सरपंच या मुखिया या कॉर्पोरेटर या मेयर का पोजीशन है ना, पब्लिक सर्वेंट्स, उनको उनकी पोजीशन से हटाने का या रिप्लेस करने का राइट लोगों के पास अभी भी कुछ इंडियन स्टेट्स में है. Basically, it is also known as recall election or recall referendum, which is a procedure by which voters can remove an elected official from office through a direct vote before their term ends, if they fail to declare their property, the details of their property. So, do you notice how sharp the governance model was back then? इतने हजारों साल पहले भी इतना इंटेलिजेंट राजा कि इस तरीके का गवर्नेंस मॉडल यूज कर रहा है. वी आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग व्हाट दे यूज्ड. आज के टाइम पर राइट टू रिकॉल ये हमारा दिमाग की उपज नहीं है, हम अपने ही हिस्ट्री से सीखकर चीजों को आज गवर्नेंस में ला रहे हैं. वी आर यूजिंग थिंग्स इन आवर गवर्नेंस फ्रॉम आवर हिस्ट्री ओनली. सो जस्ट इमेजिन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ फ्यूचरिस्टिक किंग Rajaraja Chola I was. Okay. The Chola kings granted autonomy to village councils. Autonomy means yes, they will be under the government, but they can, create their own rules and regulations. They can make decisions about their villages, while the kingdom held the power of audit. That means The king, he had the power of audit over the villages, but the villages were free to take their own decisions. King never used to force his decision on the villages. This is one of the most remarkable strategies, of the great king to unify the land under him. Now this strategy was to convert landlords into dependent government servants. मतलब landlords अपना ही डंडा लेके ना चले, इसके लिए राजा ने क्या किया कि उनको government servants की उपाधि दे दी. And now when they are government servants, they know that we have to report it to the king, so they cannot exploit the people of the villages. That gave the kingdom its stability. Okay. Now let us understand how water management was done in these, in the Chola Empire, and not just in the Chola Empire, in the history. Because in the modern world we are using the example set in the past only. आज modern world में कुछ चीजें जो हम use कर रहे हैं ना governance में, water management में, वो हमने अपने past से ही लिया है. For example, in Vishnu and Vashishta's Dharma Shastras and even in Chanakya's Arthashastra, there are mentions on the instructions on water management. Even Chanakya was a futuristic kind of a person. ये बंदा अपने समय से बहुत आगे की सोचता था. चाणक्य या कौटिल्य जो थे वो अपने समय से लिमिटेड नहीं थे. He was never limited to his time. He always used to think 100 steps, not even 110,000 steps further his own time. That is why he is known as the king maker. इवन वशिष्ठा, ऋषि वशिष्ठा के जो धर्म शास्त्र है ना, सोचो कितने हजारों वर्ष पुराने हैं ऋषि वशिष्ठ. उन्होंने भी वाटर मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर कितने इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए हैं. The king's focus on water conservation and rainwater harvesting in the Chola Empire, they were such that his kingdom had thousands of ancient tanks serving communities. तो वहां पर हजारों ancient tanks हैं जो communities के drinking water needs को serve करने के लिए establish किए गए थे. And that is not enough. He was the Chola Empire, all the kings, not just one, all the kings, they were very astute, you can say, planners also when it comes to managing the water. Every village had a Neer Katti. Neer Katti was a person who is in charge of irrigation. So underline this is for prelims. Okay, Kudumbu क्या है? Village wards. Neer Katti क्या है? Person in charge of irrigation. He supplied water from these tanks to the fields by following a strict schedule. All of these were under the watchful eyes of the village council. Now you can use these examples as solutions to the water management problems that the states are facing. Interstate councils, water councils बनाए जाते हैं ना water related grievance को solve करने के लिए states के बीच में. तो आप ये past example ले सकते हैं. All of these were under the watchful eyes of the village council, which discussed, planned and managed the resources judicially because they were autonomous. यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है ना. So they also could make decisions regarding this. And then there was Para Kesari Varman inscriptions which have been found. And in these inscriptions, they highlight the punishment for unauthorized withdrawal of water. तो अगर बिना permission के पानी withdraw करते हो, तो उसमें भी punishment है. And this inscription talks about the parameter for utilization of water against the capacity of the tank. 2.5 times जो capacity है टैंक की निर्धारित की गई थी, and this particular number is still used by the government in planning and constructing and building the dams. Now this was about the water conservation and management. Now let's talk about governance. देखो, when we talk about Raja Raja Chola I, he was not just a micromanager. अगर आपको लगे कि छोटी मोटी planning कर ली, नहीं, he was a micromanager of the highest order, very ambitious planner, executor par excellence. ये जो वर्ड है ना, ये मत समझना हल्के में ले लिया, इसको बस लिख दिया ambitious par excellence and this and that. It means that you cannot even comprehend what kind of an excellent manager, planner, king he was. अपने लाइफ टाइम में 5000 डैम्स सेटअप किए थे. उस टाइम पर इतनी फ्यूचरिस्टिक दिमाग और थिंकिंग थी कि वाटर मिनिस्ट्री स्टैब्लिश किया था. Some such as the Oyakodon channel, which is still functional. Underline this. कहाँ पर है ये मुझे आप comment section में बताएंगे. During the time of Cholas, the work of water and flood management was considered to be a pious duty. I told you, Chola Empire was a divine empire. The water management was not just done for providing drinking water or irrigation. Water was worshipped, जो आज के टाइम पर हम लोग भूल गए हैं. We have forgotten about the holiness that the water contains. You cannot quench your thirst by drinking milk or Pepsi or any other liquid. The quench for thirst can only be fulfilled by water. आप पेप्सी पी लो, दूध पी लो, आप कोई भी बाकी का लिक्विड पी लो, आपकी प्यास नहीं बुझेगी जब तक पानी नहीं मिलेगा. पानी अपने आप में ही देव की उसमें उपाधि आती है पानी में, बहुत होली है. तो चोला एम्पायर किंग्स यूज्ड टू consider it as their duty to manage and conserve and preserve water. It is said, there is a myth regarding Chola Empire, that Lord Shiva himself descended to strengthen the flood banks following the prayers of an old woman. One more aspect of sophistication of his method was the provision to effect the cost equivalent to labor for various works of irrigation and water management, which is fulfilled today through Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment. That means whatever labor is being provided by people, उनको उतना उनका हिस्सा, उनका right जो है वो दिया जाए जो वो deserve करते हैं. Okay, and we also have Jal Shakti Abhiyan. All of these abhiyans that we are using today na, we are taking it from our past. ये कोई नई उपज नहीं है लोगों के दिमाग की, हम अपने ही जो ग्रैंड हिस्ट्री है ना वहां से ये सारे एग्जांपल्स ले रहे हैं मैनेजमेंट के. सो द क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाट डज अ ग्रेट किंगडम मीन? Basically, the author says, for me, one vital ingredient for a great kingdom is empathy. And this empathy topic is in your GS paper 4. What do you understand by empathy? Empathy के बिना ना आप कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं कर पाएंगे लाइफ में जब तक empathy ना हो. एक इंसान सक्सेसफुल पैसे से नहीं होता, पोजीशन या पावर से नहीं होता. If a person is very powerful but he lacks basic compassion, empathy, basic morality, you will never respect that person, and that person will always be hungry for respect and he will always be dissatisfied in life. But a person who is not very powerful but yet he holds compassion, empathy, that person will be loved by millions. And that person will not need any name or fame to become happy and satisfied. वो अपने आप में ही अंदर से ही खुश रहेगा क्योंकि उसमें empathy है. What is empathy? Empathy is one basic emotion that was practiced by our great ancestors also. And empathy means when you can understand the plight of others, you can feel it, and that is why you always come around with solutions. The Chola Empire could respect water, could feel the plight of environment. If we hurt the environment, how would the environment feel? They could feel it too. That is why they protected the environment. They could feel human emotions. That is why they protected and respected and gave autonomy to villages and other human beings. That is why their empire was one of the most powerful ones. तो ये empathy ही आपको राजा बना सकता है, और lack of empathy एक राजा को भी नीचे गिरा सकता है. So this was your editorial today. I hope you enjoyed understanding this editorial. Please let me know if you enjoyed it so that I can make more lectures on editorials in the future as well. Thank you and have a beautiful day ahead.